Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Manoj Kumar. I work for HPCL Mittal Energy Limited, and I'm head of IT there.
Super. So before we even move forward, can you just explain to us a little bit about your current IT landscape?
We are an oil and gas company, a downstream company. We have a refinery as well as our pipeline, a 1,000-kilometer plus pipeline. Probably what we do as an oil and gas company, probably the car which you drive today, high chances are they run on the petrol and diesel manufactured by us. And in terms of IT landscape, our SAP landscape is ECC, EHP7 to PI, a strong middleware, which integrates various stakeholders to employees, customers, vendors, and various manufacturing execution system as well. And we use SAP BI, and for our dashboard we use not SAP product but Cognos we use as our dashboard. And our various portal for our employees, for our supplier SRM, and the dealer portal for our petrochemical customers mainly.
That's and how big is your user base?
User base is around 1,200 our own employee and 200 plus the contract employees.
And I mean, you obviously went ahead and implemented Fiori, right? So what was your thinking behind, or what was the use case that you used in order for you to actually go ahead and implement Fiori?
See, it started with, we introduced, in our company, we were provided the BlackBerries, okay, when we started our company. So we introduced two applications, leave approval and travel approval, okay, on the BlackBerry. But BlackBerry was on its way out, okay, then that's forced us to think into, which should be the platform for our mobility. Then we, SAP introduced Fiori at that point of time. It was a licensed product which got free of license in 2013 or 2014, 2013 Sapphire by SAP.
So by the way, that was done based on feedback that all the user groups gave to SAP, including Indus. So Indus also played a significant part in getting that product made available free by SAP for all its customers.
So we were looking for a solution where it's not the platform dependent. Okay, we already burned our hands with the BlackBerry because those applications were very specific to BlackBerry, and then it happened to Fiori, where it is platform independent, and of course it was a free of cost product, which is rarely in SAP world. Okay, so that forced us to look into the Fiori, and we thought as a mobile platform, but it's more for the end user use also, because SAP, the major problem what we face with the users are SAP is redundant, screens are not so user friendly, and and we say no, we are SAP. Okay, SAP works like this only. That was which we realized. Okay, of course, with mobility, to the desktops and laptops, if they work on this URL, their job is made easy.
Interesting. So how easy or difficult was it to implement Fiori and develop apps on top of it? And how many apps do you have you deployed so far?
Okay. See, we have deployed around 12 apps as we are speaking. And mainly in HR space, where people all our employees can create their leaves, travel, and we have a positive time management, so clock in, clock out, and their respective approvals. Then we have applications in our procurement where people can approve their purchase requisitions, approvals, and one important application is PO tracker, where end-to-end from purchase order till the payment on a click way it is available, which is not there in R3, available but not in the user-friendly way, it's not integrated. Then we moved it to our refinery operations, where our maintenance notifications, and we are using environment, health and safety module of SAP. So our incident reporting, that also made enabled on SAP Fiori.
And why these apps and why not something else?
See, okay, first we wanted to create an excitement within our company. So we thought from the HR per se, because those applications will be widely used. So we wanted to create that excitement, a mobile application, which are not restricted to a few set of individuals, okay, or to a particular department. So HR applications were, widely accepted. People appreciated it. So it created a positive, excitement in terms of, use of mobility. So because those 6 applications, they are getting used by all the employees in our organization. So it's at the good momentum. So it was a purpose call, the application which is getting affected in mass. Okay, so we wanted to start with that.
So how easy or difficult was it to implement? And maybe some of the challenges that you faced and how you overcome them?
See, as such, Fiori is a product, as such there is no challenge, but SAP has created those challenges in terms of, you need to upgrade yourself, okay, on EHP 4 or before EHP 7, unless until you upgrade, very few standard applications are available. When we thought, I think it was just 25 applications which was there on EHP, until EHP 5 or 6. And most of the application, which SAP launched on Fiori is EHP 7 onwards. Then SAP further complicated things by introducing more and more application on HANA database. So if you see today, most around 130 plus applications are available which can run on any database, but most of the new application, new innovation, it is coming on HANA. So from the product per se, there is no challenges. The only thing is you need to, upgrade yourself to EHP 7 if you want to, maximize the benefit of Fiori. Okay, and in terms of a custom development, yes, where OData services are not available for standard application, yes, it takes time, but it's not that difficult, I would say.
So, if I understand correctly, all the apps that you are running are standard apps that SAP provides. You have not developed anything new, or have you developed?
This notification and the incident reporting in nature, these are the custom development because they are available on the HANA, not on, we are not on HANA at this point of time.
And how easy were it to develop those applications?
See, we have not, hired a dedicated consultant to develop this. Okay, the portal consultant, who anyway, are part of our team, he could develop those applications at his own. So, just understanding, it was not difficult in terms of technology to understand. Means you don't need to get additional skill in your team to develop those applications by some experiment and, by the documents and the training session what SAP provided. Okay, the open courses what SAP has provided. So this consultant has gone to that open course and just implemented.
Interesting. So one of the reasons you said that you wanted to implement these apps was to increase the usage, right? So how successful have these been? So what kind of adoption rates are you looking at? See,
adoption, for few applications, it's very high. For example, leaves where, we clearly said, okay, unless until we have a cycle from 15 to 15, unless until, all HR related things are getting completed by 15, okay, your salary will be deducted. So people are prompt enough, and especially in our kind of a company where, people work on the machine and they go out from the machine. Previously, they were struggling. They need to come to the office to put their, the leaves and regularize their leaves, clock in, clock out, etc. But now they don't need to be. Okay, they from the shop floor, they goes to home, and at their convenience, they apply. Adoption challenges coming in terms of those maintenance notification and the incident. Reason being is we are located in our refineries in Bhatinda, and our pipeline pumping stations are in Mundra and Dhansa, which are not so well connected. Okay, so the refinery where we don't have the 3G connectivity. So there, when people are on the field, they struggle. So we are in touch with Vodafone to get the 3G connectivity there. It's there in the town, but not in the village where the refinery is. So plus the lot of advertisement through posters or through desktop wallpapers we are doing. So for few applications, these are the big hit, and few applications like I told you, incident and the maintenance notification, there is a struggle at this point of time also.
Still, is the struggle? Why is the struggle? I mean, is this because of the ease of use still not being there?
Exactly, it takes time. It takes time. So when it is available on the desktop, it's faster, but on the mobile phone, it takes time.
Okay.
Yeah, so the infrastructure is not so well supported at this point of time.
Okay. So if you were to do this project now again, probably given the circumstances that you've learned all of these during your past implementation, how would you go about doing it?
I would say, I'll get our HANA strategy also in place, okay, how we want to go, okay, because when we implemented, we wanted to just implement it, okay, so we have not thought on our HANA strategy and the SAP strategy where most of the applications are getting released on HANA. Okay, so we see very few applications are coming on any database, so you need to customize those applications. So maybe that we could have done differently.
Okay, so that was a quick chat that we had. So if there are any questions, yeah, can someone give the mic there, please?
Hi, I'm Abhijit from NTPC. I have two questions. First one is that did you go for a Fiori client installation on the devices so that they could access the Fiori applications?
Yes.
So
the Fiori client is on the.
It was installed on each of the applications.
Yeah.
Second thing is what kind of architecture did you design? Because as you say that you have implemented Fiori applications, it means that they are being accessed over the internet. So what kind of architecture you used to expose your R3 services? And in answering that, please also cover whether gateway installation was done and whether it had any license implications.
No licensing implication, there is no licensing implication. As I said, this product is free. Okay, of course, from the security per se, the reverse proxies and other things were taken care, it's on the secured network. Let's say our domain name is https smartconnect.html.in, okay, by which it's made enable. So as such, we don't see a licensing issue there. It's been well discussed with SAP, so you can go for that.
But to my knowledge, what I remember discussing in TechEd this year itself, the gateway licenses are per user. So you need to have a user license to access R3. Typically, an organization does not have R3 license.
In our case, as I told you, our all employees are using SAP employee self-services. So the licenses are already there.
So employee self-service means enterprise portal.
Enterprise portal, yes. So the employee licenses are already there. So those application and the transaction they are anyway using your the portal.
So the Fiori login was the portal login, and which eventually connected to the R3. Okay, that is what I wanted to understand. Thank you.
So there might be some cases where there might be some license implication, is what I think. Yeah.
See, exactly. So in our case, our all employees are having the named user licenses. So the modules which we are using, they are entitled for that. That's the reason, just to get this Fiori per se, you don't need any separate license, because we, as Chandra said, okay, you need the named user license, which anyway our employees are using.
Yeah. So someone, yeah.
Hi, Manoj, I am Samrat.
Yes.
Actually, I am on a very similar situation. Currently, we are on EHP 5 and struggling with ESS. So, according to the discussion, I understand that rather than going for EHP 7, I don't know, you would suggest to consider HANA for upgradation. Because EHP 5, I believe there are very few
applications.
Yes. What are the specific, I mean, my main concern is ESS leaves and benefits and travel expenses and all those things.
See, if I remember on EHP 7, HR related leaves and travels are available.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for that you don't need necessarily to go to EHP 7 or the HANA platform. But again, very few. Just because those two applications you want to implement, I don't think it will make some sense to you. Okay. Anyway, the upgrade. I don't know when you last upgrade yourself. So if I take a 3 years horizon of upgrade, normally companies do in 3 years of one upgrade. So you can have your upgrade and your HANA strategy and the Fiori strategy, in parallel.
Okay. Yeah. One very specific question, is there any possibility, I mean, provision of multiple approvals? Because in EHP 5, there is no multiple leave approval available, I know, and specifically some customized development had to be done, but I don't know about 7 or anything.
Multiple approvals, see what we have done, let's say we wanted, that's a very good question, I would say, in terms of technicalities. We wanted, the person who is approving,
Exactly.
whatever is pending for his approval, he should be seeing at one place. He should not be saying, okay, I need to approve leaves, I need to approve travel request, I need to approve,
Exactly, simple.
purchase requisition.
Yes,
So few things we could combine, with the structure. If I remember, leave and travel, we could combine with one approval, but we could not combine, let's say, the purchase requisition approval at that place. So if you see, we have two different tiles in our Fiori, one for HR related to the leave and travel, and one a separate approval for purchase requisitions. So one app for entire approval, we could not get success on that.
Adding to that list would be benefits and payments part. I mean, if you have claims approval, that again doesn't come in the inbox or URL.
No, where in the ESS?
Yes.
No, ESS travel expense approval, it comes.
Travel comes, leave comes.
Yes.
But in benefits and payments, there is an option for claims. So wherein we have configured for approval, again that's moved off. It's stuck up in. It doesn't come to the URL UWL section in the.
No, as far as other, if I talk other than Fiori on the portal side, all the approval, whether it is leave, travel, claims, purchase requisitions, your appropriation request approval, all the approvals we see at one place.
Okay.
It's at one place, and the manager self-service, it is available. It is available. So we don't need to go to SAP ECC and go to the inbox and see all those approvals. No, it is on the manager self-service. It is available. But as far as the Fiori is concerned, we right now what we have implemented, the leave, travels, clock in, clock out approval, and the purchase requisition approval and the purchase order approval. So there we could combine few of them at one tile, and rest of the approvals are people have to click on the different tiles.
Actually, that's a user challenge. I mean,
it's a challenge. I agree. It's a challenge. The kind of solution at this point of time is there. We could not got the success to get all the approval at one place, which is there, of course, on the portal side.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. So anyone else? Any questions on the Fiori? Yeah. Can you please give the mic to him?
Yeah, hi. I believe this Fiori was implemented across the company. All employees were involved. So what kind of, were they using mobile phones or laptops? What kind of mobile equipment they were using? And what were supported? Like I have BlackBerry, is that supported? So this is my question.
See, I tell you, we have now bring your own device in our company, okay? Just 70 or 75 users are on BlackBerry. The rest are on Android, iOS or Windows phone. And Fiori supports, all for that matter, including BlackBerry. So that's not a challenge at all at this point of time. So hardly anybody is on BlackBerry.
So what is needed is just to have a mobile phone to use Fiori.
Exactly, and of course, it is available on a desktop, laptop, and a 3G connectivity. It adjusts the screen accordingly, irrespective of the phone, tab, what you are using.
Yep. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rajiv Sharma from BSNL. Are there any applications for EHP4 in Fiori?
Yes, as I said, SAP released 25 applications in terms of transaction, fact sheets, and analytics. Okay, but around 10 or 11 applications are on transactions, and rest are on fact sheet, which is basically inquiries, and on analytics. So if I remember, there were only 25 applications.
Leave and travel are covered in this?
I guess leave and travel was there. Yeah, they were there in HP4. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
They were. So on SAP, on the marketplace, it is available on, where you can filter.
So there, if you go to service.sap.com, there you find all this information as to know in what release, what apps are available. To that granularity, you can find that information. So anyone else has any questions on? No? Okay. So maybe finalize by summarizing, if you had to advise someone going on a Fiori journey, what would your advice be to them?
See, I would say it's a good tool, free of cost in SAP world. And 2 weeks back we were in Waldorf with on SAP. The kind of innovation they are doing on HANA and the cloud on the Fiori. They are projecting in a big way, where it's not a mobile platform. It is a ease of use by the user. The functionality which they shown, any transaction of SAP by just drag and drop, you can make Fiori enabled. For example, let's say your purchase order screen. You have so many tabs, so many fields, okay, and it's so unfriendly where user has to go scroll up, scroll down, and people always complain. Okay, so those, the user UI, you can make best out of it. But of course, it is on HANA and the cloud as a technology which SAP is promoting, and which I could make out from that session is, SAP is promoting and paying lot attention on SAP Fiori as UI as well as on the mobile side.
So just to put this in context, I think all new developments that are happening at SAP from a UX UI point of view is happening on Fiori.
Thank you.